everyone. This is Chris Pierdomenico from NumaNetwork.com. I'm here with Marilyn Ghigliotti and Scott Schiaffo from Clerks. Guys, welcome to Philly. Great to have you.
Thank you. It's nice to be in Philly.
I just wanted to ask you, what is your favorite Clerks memory?
Whoa. So many. You know, the one thing, I don't know, for me, it always sticks out that we had craft service immediately right there.
Yeah. Yeah. You just grabbed what you wanted off the counter, a tasty cake or pack of gum.
My
Yeah.
thing was the Yoo-hoo. I love the Yoo-hoos.
The Yoo-hoos. You know what I brought home from there? A pickle in a pouch. I thought that was the funniest thing because I actually never saw that before.
Really?
And I still have it. I swear to God, it's all crumpled.
Oh my
I still have it. It's still in the pouch with the vinegar.
Keep it?
I'm insane, I guess. I don't know. I should have brought it.
The other thing too was the town drunk that came in like at, I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. For me, if you're talking about the actual filming, the lung that the gum guy pulls out, that was like a nasty, nasty piece of fish, halibut, with cigarette butts literally stuck in. You can't really see because they didn't get a tight shot of it, but it was evil. I mean, it was really, and I had to keep pulling it out. It was disgusting. But that was actually kind of fun.
How many takes was that?
I think he did about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I mean, if you the second rant is all uncut. You could see it's one really long take. It's a big rant. We did that about 4 or 5 times too. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was crazy. I think Kevin has talked about it being something else, but I'm positive it was a piece of halibut. And they wrapped it around this styrofoam ball, and they stuck cigarette butts in it and covered it in filth. It was nuts.
You know what it looked like to me? Like cow intestine or something like that. That's what it looked like to me.
It could have been anything because they didn't really get a good shot of it, you know. But they went and they got all this crazy, nasty, and they never really got a good shot of it, you know.
It was kind of cool because you didn't really know what it was. Like it could pass for anything. So.
Yeah.
How has Clerks changed your life? Just working on Clerks and just it being a cult hit. How has it just changed everything as opposed to if you'd never worked on it before?
Well, I'm a little bit more recognizable than I am than I would have been had I not been on a cult film. I mean, but I can't say that it's really changed it all that much. You know, I have to say that a lot of people have a preconceived notion that every time the movie's shown or anything like that, that I am making money off of it, and I'm like, I'm not. I'm still working on sort of a 9 to 5, or I can call my own shots as far as my time, but I'm still working a day job to be able to pay my bills and things like that, and you know, so it really hasn't changed a whole heck of a lot.
And Scott?
Well, for me, it was an amazing experience, and there wasn't a lot of necessarily a financial reward, but certainly as an actor, you're always hoping you're going to get cast in something that gets seen by a lot of people. And I love cult movies, and to be in a cult movie was like a dream since I was a kid. So it was really phenomenal, you know, it's like a dream come true. And as a result, like Marilyn said, as an actor, I get maybe a few more calls here and there, and people know your work, which is really nice. You know, a lot of things I was given I didn't necessarily have to audition for. I was kind of given it or asked if I wanted to do it. I did a slew of films here, so it's been wonderful. It really has. It was wonderful. I don't know what else to say. You know, it's the gift that keeps on giving, I always say, because the film never dies. You know, I mean, every time Kevin does something else, everybody goes back to Clerks because that's his roots. You know, so you know, wow, it really was a phenomenal experience for me. You know,
for me, it's like, you know, I think anybody would really kind of want to make leave some part of themselves in history, and this is the way that I've done it. I mean, if nothing else, I've done that.
Right. I feel the same way. In fact, that time period is like, I kind of, in my own life, I can mark everything in my life by where Clerks was. Was it out yet? Were we shooting it? Was it, you know, all of that, and how long's it been out, the box set and all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's really been amazing.
Great. Now, you know, you're doing Retro Radio Live now. Could you tell us a little bit about that? Who you've talked to, some of your experiences?
Yeah, that's, you know, back in April or May. It's, you know, it's like the months are just kind of going by. But Wizard World in Anaheim, I met up with this Eric, with Eric, who works for SiriusXM, and he, by the end of the 3 days, it's like he just brought this thing to me about doing a radio show, and I was like, okay. You know, I'm not one to say no to an opportunity that just kind of fell into my lap, basically. And it's been a train ride that's just been speeding along, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna ride it, and I'm staying on, I'm balanced, that's good, you know. And it's been an experience of just being able to meet and interview some people that I never expected would ever happen. I mean, he's pretty good. He's a talker, you know. It's like, and I interject when I can and what I know and all that kind of stuff, you know. But it's been fun. It's a learning experience, and one that I'm having fun with.
Who's been your favorite person so far to interview?
Oh my God, you know, there have been so many. Mark Goddard, Ernest Thomas. We had Gil Gerard here this morning. Marianne from of Dawn Wells from Gilligan's Island. Billy D. Williams.
You had Ernie Hudson, right, too?
Ernest.
No, not yet. Okay.
I'm like, no.
He's here today. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we're still working on that list for while we're here. It's like,
Okay.
we've got a few wish lists. But the website is www.retroradiolive.com. And you can listen to the live. We'll be live Monday through Thursday at 9 o'clock. And you just go to the link, and there's a little iTunes icon that you can listen to. And we're sponsored by stylingonline.com. They're right over here at the T-shirt tower.
Great.
So it's a lot of fun.
And so, Scott, you're working on a couple projects too?
Actually, one of the things that was not too long ago was this comedy, Idiots Are Us. It won Best Comedy in the New York Independent Film and Video Festival 2008 or 2007. But that was a really great experience too, because I never expected it to win. You're just happy when they get chosen and they get seen and people like them. That's great, you know. But to win out of the clear blue was a lot of fun. I'm working on a television pilot that's a spec pilot that's being groomed for the New York Television Festival. So it's a lot of festival stuff, I guess, right? But I keep busy, and, you know, like you said with Clerks really just started off in a lot of ways. You know, I mean, I always wanted to be an actor, but once you get a solid credit, you're kind of like, well, hey, I better run with this now, you know. So.
You get that a lot?
Well, certainly many years ago when the film was out in the theaters. But I think people recognize. I don't normally wear facial hair.
Okay.
You know, and I grew it for the movie, which is the one thing I tell everybody. I kind of regretted growing the beard for the movie, because at the time, you know, who knew it was going to be such a big, you know, big deal film, and there I am with a beard, you know. But so yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Beard, don't wear it. Sometimes wear it. Yeah. Is that where I was going with that? I don't know.
I think so.
You know what's funny though? I think it's nice that we actually have those catchphrases to kind of distinguish ourselves. You know, okay, I've got the 37, but it's like you've got the cancer merchant. It's like that's what distinguishes you.
It becomes iconic in the culture.
Yeah, exactly.
How long have you been smoking? You hear that one a lot, you know, because that's his line over and over again.
So, you know, a lot of actors probably look up to you a lot, just, you know, as two actors that were in a really successful film. What advice do you have to offer for aspiring actors out there?
Make sure it's your passion and that you're doing it for the right reasons, because so many people do it for the wrong reasons. If you're not passionate about it, it's really not going to get you anywhere. If you're doing it just to make money, right? It's like you're not going to get paid for a very long time in the very beginning, if at all. But it's like train all you can as well. You got to do the homework. You got to pound the pavement, and you got to really want to do it, because you're not going to otherwise.
Good advice.
I would say, in all honesty, the lesson I learned from Clerks is whatever gig you may get, treat it just as professionally as any other gig. Don't undermine anything. Don't think that this is, because I'll be honest, I didn't think we had a shot at really being seen by a lot of people. I thought that when I got my screener copy, I said, oh, this is pretty cool. You know, I'm glad I'm a part of it. It's pretty wacky. I thought, but maybe it'll play some college campuses, maybe some festivals. Because, you know, it really pushed the envelope at the time. It really filthy language, you know, black and white, really crude kind of thing. I never dreamed in a million years it was going to do what it did. So I think that's lesson learned. You just never know where the break's coming from. So treat everything, you know, like it's something in a sense. You know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's what I learned from it.
And also, the other thing is, like, treat it as if it's like your the first thing that you've ever done as well. I mean,
So don't have like an ego, is what you're saying?
yeah, big time, big time.
Yeah, don't be jaded. You know, it's easy. These are easy things to say, but nobody wants to be around that kind of vibe. You know, big ego or somebody who's jaded or whatever. But it gave me a lot of gratitude. It really did. It really did. You know, I'm very thankful for it all the time. It was like I said, it was like a dream come true for me. You know, forget that it wasn't financially. I could have been in a film that year that maybe I made a lot of money from, but nobody would remember. You know, you could probably go back to 1994. You don't remember all the many. It's Clerks and Pulp Fiction. That's the only thing people remember. So, you know, it was really the pay dirt for the year. You know.
And it's proof you guys are here, you know?
Yeah,
so
that's exactly why we're here. Absolutely, absolutely.
I didn't even know that something like this was even possible, even up until about 3 years ago. That's when I started actually doing conventions, about 3 years ago. I'm like, sign autograph? I don't know. Okay, sure.
It's a lot of fun to meet the fans.
Great.
Clerks fans are loyal, really into it. Really nice people. I've never had a bad experience ever. You know, usually they're very polite. They all know the dialogue, like you said. When you meet a Clerks fan, that's the funny thing about it. A lot of people might not know, but the ones who really know really are into it, you know, and that's exciting, you know. It gets you jazzed up, you know, so it's a lot of fun.
Great. Well, I want to thank you both so much for being on our show.
Thank you, Chris.
Have a great rest of your weekend here, and
you.
we look forward to seeing your work.
Great.
All right.